Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Scofield Magnet Middle School 2020 virtual open house. My name is Mr. Brienza. I am one of the PE teachers here at Scofield Magnet.
And I'm Mrs. Suma. I'm the other PE teacher here.
So, again, welcome to our virtual open house. We are going to go over some expectations and guidelines for physical education this year, as well as how physical education is going to be a little bit different for your Schofield student. So, this is myself, Mr. Brienza. This is Mrs. Suma. We've both been here at Schofield for a little while now, and we look forward to being your Schofield students' teacher this year. So, as you can see, this is our gymnasium. We're using the gym right now for attendance and to meet the classes and greet the students. And then you'll see there are some squares on the floor. We have those distanced appropriately so that the students are spaced out when they arrive. And you'll notice that they'll leave their belongings, and then we venture out to our other half of the classroom, which is outside on our beautiful and majestic Scofield Magnet soccer field. Right now, all PE classes are going to be outside, weather permitting, which we'll talk a little bit more about in our guidelines and expectations here.
All right, so we showed this to all the students at their first class when they came to PE. And I'm just going to go over it quickly with you. Like he was saying, per the direction of the superintendent, all PE classes will take place outdoors. And during that time, all the students will have to remain 6 feet apart, as well as wear their mask. Okay, so they come into the gym wearing their mask, and we keep it on when we go outside until we do give them a mask break. All right, I'm really good about every class. Usually at the end, we take a few minutes so they can drink some water and have their mask break. It rains, or for whatever reason the weather doesn't allow us to go outside, we will move indoors, and one class may stay in the gym, the other class may go to a tech lab, and we will do some sort of health class or maybe history of different sports. The only requirement for our class is that they wear athletic type sneakers. We want them to have laces that tie, no slip-ons, Uggs, Sperry's, what have you. It just gives them more support if they wear the laces that tie. Also, come to class prepared to go outdoors, which just means make sure they have a sweater or a jacket. We keep telling them to dress in layers. Today happens to be breezy outside, so the kids are a little chilly. So if they have their sweatshirt, they can keep it on. Should it warm up, they would be able to take it off. And that's about all the things that we require for our class.
So next, this doesn't happen very often, but if a student needs to wear a belt on their pants, they should wear a belt. Some people like to sag, and we don't necessarily need that happening. It's also difficult to run around if you're holding your pants up. Valuables, if they have anything like jewelry or lunch money or something like that, we will hold on to it for them if they'd feel more comfortable doing that. So, an important part to point out about PE right now is that we are not allowed to use any shared equipment until further notice. So that means that we cannot use a soccer ball or anything like any sort of physical item. So we're doing a lot of individual fitness-based activities. We'll be doing some yoga. We'll be doing some dance. We'll be doing some walks along the trails around the building, and a lot of wellness walking during class. That is for the time being, and we're going to keep up with that pretty much until we're told otherwise. Next is bathroom policy. Students can come to class and then ask to go to the bathroom so that we can sign in. They can sign in and out. It just helps to track who is coming in and out from the gym or even outdoors. And if you have a student who gets injured at some sort of competition or really anything outside of school, please be sure to have that student bring in a note from the nurse or the doctor, and that should go to our nurse in building. Next, grading is going to be based on participation while in class, effort, Google Classroom assessments, and health education materials. On Google Classroom, you'll notice that we post some workout and fitness videos. We'll be posting some different videos throughout the course of our hybrid learning as well as our distance learning for students to complete at home. We may occasionally ask the students to submit a video of themselves completing some sort of activity or portion of a workout. This past week, we used an exit ticket for our assignment on Google Classroom. And right now, those activities are being posted with the information and the directions and instructions for completing the assignment. And that's that. So then while we're here, we're doing our in-person learning. As I said, it's going to be active participation of individual fitness-based activities. We are doing our absolute best to keep kids distant at all times. As I mentioned, we'll be doing some trail walking and wellness walking. You can see the photo here is a word warm-up that we've used in the past. We're going to be doing, that's just an example of what we'll be doing for kind of a low to moderate fitness station.
All right, in the full distance learning, for those of you that have chosen to have your child stay home, they're going to be graded on their active participation. When we post assignments, first off, they've been invited to the classroom, so they accept the invitation. They need to go beyond that. They need to make sure they're constantly checking. Right now, we're not doing live classes. We're just posting the assignments, posting videos, so to explain things. If they have any questions, you have our email address. They also can message us on the site. And we're going to do various different activities, not too far off from what we're actually doing in the class. We may ask them to video themselves doing a portion of a workout or video themselves like we did last year, doing a certain exercise, explaining what muscle groups that they are working out and doing a repetition of it. But it's just very important that they've chosen to do the full distance learning, that they're on top of it and they meet the deadlines and submit all the different assignments.
So if you do have any questions or comments or really anything as it pertains to PE for your students this year, please feel free to contact us. This is our email as well as our office extension. It's certainly going to be a little bit different for everybody, but we're going to just kind of do our best to keep your students as physically active as possible. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.